think what you have to remember, this is about mindset, okay? And what you've got to remember is that LinkedIn is essentially a networking room, okay? And what's networking about? It's about building relationships with people. Good writing, which I help people to do, will take off at any time, okay? Good writing. And also, where are your audience? If you're aiming to sell to people in America, then you might post at a time when you know they're getting up and having the breakfast.
So hello guys, welcome to Intro Max, and in this podcast we are going to learn lots of things from Palm ma'am, and I'm really very excited for this podcast because today we will learn about lots of things from LinkedIn content creation to writing the articles, writing blogs, writing how you can write good copies that can easily connect with humans, and we will talk about lots of stuff. And after the coming of ChatGPT and all the AI tools, the content writing game is into the next level. So today we will learn that how we can write more better content than AI, which can easily connect with humans. And as you know, we human beings are emotional beings. So how we can connect with the human emotionally so that human can connect with our topics, connect with our messages, and connect with our LinkedIn posts. So today it's a masterclass for you all. I'm very excited, and I hope that you will get lots of value from this podcast. So watch this podcast till the end. And first of all, I want to welcome one and only Miss Palm ma'am. So how are you, ma'am?
Oh, I'm very good, very good. How are you today, Chetan?
I'm also very good. Thank you so much. And let's start today's podcast. I'm very excited for this. And people will gonna love this podcast and learn lots of things from you.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. So first of all, ma'am, I want to know more about you so that people who are watching this podcast want to know more about you, that what you do and what are the things that you are presently pursuing. So I want you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Oh, okay. So I'm a LinkedIn coach. What does that really mean? That means that I help people basically to get business through LinkedIn, I mean, I help them to have confidence on that platform, to know exactly how to use it, and how to write content that people want to open and read, and which the LinkedIn algorithm will then put in front of the target market. So you need to become a client magnet. I got into that because the company that I was working for, the MD asked me, why is there only you bringing in so much business? And I said, well, I'm doing it through a combination of face-to-face networking and LinkedIn, and I'm blending the two things together. And so many people were saying to me, how are you doing this? And I started to show people, and being a trained trainer and a trained presenter in the first place, it just fitted together. Here we go. Let me just do this for a living. I'm enjoying teaching people. I'm enjoying the light bulb moments that people get when I show them how it really works, and they go, oh, wonderful stuff. And that's why I do what I do.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And ma'am has a lot of followers on LinkedIn. So we will also know that the secret of LinkedIn growth, the secret that how we can grow our LinkedIn to the next level. So let's start from the basic that ma'am, that as you have told that you are a LinkedIn coach and you have helped a lot of people to grow their LinkedIn profile. So in your point of view, what is an potential LinkedIn profile? What is an perfect LinkedIn profile? What are the things that we should optimize to grow our LinkedIn profile? First of all, there are lots of things from the bio, from the about section, and all those things are there. So let's talk from the basics. Yeah.
Okay. So I think what you have to remember, this is about mindset, okay? And what you've got to remember is that LinkedIn is essentially a networking room, okay? And what's networking about? It's about building relationships with people. and getting your brand out there and your personal branding out there and for people to buy into you, the person. Okay, so that profile is the virtual you in a virtual networking room. And what was about 750 million people at the last count in this room? What's not like? Okay, so the mistakes that people make are not thinking of it that way. So if you walked into any networking room, you would be suitably dressed. You wouldn't scowl at people. You wouldn't talk to them from too far away. You wouldn't talk to them so close up that you're in the face. Okay, so try to get your head shot kind of about head and shoulders, yeah, which is where we will be seeing you in a networking room. And for goodness sake, look into the camera and smile, so that, because otherwise people get the impression that you're not looking at them, you're not interested in them. Have you seen those people on LinkedIn who try and do an arty shot like this? It's not arty, it's just rude, isn't it? Imagine somebody talking to you like that in a networking room. Whoa, right, okay. So try to really engage with people. Use the banner. It's your free advertising space. Why not use it? And I think that when then underneath your name, people don't want to know your job title and the name of your company because it doesn't mean anything to them. What they really want to know is what's in it for me. Okay, that's the basis of all marketing. What is in it for me? What do I get from this? What are you going to help me to do? So try to think of that line underneath your name as your pickup line. Intrigue people, help them to see what you really do. The name of your company doesn't really help them. And then I think the next biggest mistake is people in the about section, people talking about themselves in third person. Okay. So imagine if I walk up to somebody in a networking room and they say, "Hi, what do you do?" And my answer is, "Well, Pam Case is a LinkedIn coach." They would think I had gone crazy. Okay. Don't talk about yourself in third person. We know you wrote it. And it looks stupid.
Yeah.
Talk about yourself. But then again, when you do write the about section, stop talking so much about you and talk a little more about your clients and the problem you're going to solve for them, and understanding what they do and what they need and how you're going to fulfill that need. Less about yourself, more about them. And don't ever make a potential client jump through hoops to try and find out how to contact you. For goodness sake, put it in your about section, because we've only got 3 seconds of patience as human beings. We go to a website and the page doesn't load within 3 seconds. We leave the website. So give people what they need then and there. So does that help with a profile?
That's amazing. That's amazing. And as you have told us about the bio section, that we should write that what exactly the people, what here for the people, why people will gonna follow us, why people will gonna connect with us, what's in our profile for the people. So can you give us an example? Like let's assume that there is a person who is a life coach and who helps people to like be fearless, who helps people to get more confidence in their life. So can you give us an example that how she or he should write his bio?
Think like just start with talking to your clients, with your clients, about your clients, your potential clients, yeah? Not about you. Nobody cares what university you went to. Nobody cares about your job title. Nobody cares about the name of your company, okay? Just start to talk to them and tell them the benefit. What is it that they're going to get from working with you? You know, what is it that they stand to gain? And what will their life look like after they've worked with you? What are the top and put some bullet points in. And for goodness sake, don't make it just one big block of text. Try to break it up into small paragraphs, because people are drawn to reading that sort of thing. So can I just say that the lighting here is not great? So I'm trying to sit in the light for you. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so let's jump into the next question. That now we have talked about the LinkedIn profile, that how should be our headline and how should be our about section and all those things. And there is a big mistake that people are doing, that is talking in the about section as a third person, that Chetan has done this and Palm has done this, and this is a big problem that people are doing. It is a big mistake. So you should not do this in your LinkedIn profile, and if you have done this, try to remove this from your LinkedIn profile. And now we will talk about that how we should do the post on LinkedIn, and what should be the frequency that we should post after 1 week or twice a week, and what should be the frequency and what type of content we should post on our LinkedIn profile for getting more and more views and followers.
Okay, so just remember that very, very, very few people go to LinkedIn to find a product or service to buy. Okay, they use Google, family, friends, network. So what you have to do is attract them to your profile by writing great posts, by connecting with them, and by writing great posts. Posts that, okay, here's the next biggest mistake people make. Okay, talking at people. Please, anybody listening to this, learn the difference between talking at people and talking with them. Okay, so talking at people, examples are, we are pleased to announce. Well, you might be pleased to announce, but nobody else cares. Sorry, but they don't. And just, you can educate people. That's great. Okay, give away tips and tricks, because people are drawn to doing business with givers. Okay, and also it positions you as an expert in your field if you give away some tips and tricks. But using the word you a little more and asking questions of your audience is more likely to create a conversation with you, and more likely to make the reader feel that you're interested in them and their opinion, rather than spouting at them. Okay, it's a subtle difference. Again, this is why sort of my courses take about 8 weeks, because it to get people into the mindset of talking that way in a post. But please don't just talk at people. LinkedIn wants its users to create conversations. If you look at their policies, they mention the word conversations and conversational so many times throughout their policies. And as you write your post, LinkedIn is throwing a spam filter over it. And if it sees anything salesy, oh my word, stop being salesy in all your posts. Okay, if it sees you trying to sell, it will kind of suppress your post straight away. So they will then grade your post. Is it spam, in which case it's kind of not shown to anyone, or is it low quality or clear to go? And if it's either of those last two, it will give you 1 hour or something like that to see if you can create a conversation with your post. And if you don't, your post will die in the feed.
Got it.
Create conversations, talk with people. That's the first thing.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And we have listened with a lot of people. They told us about the timing, that you should post on a specific time, and this will help your algorithm to get more and more like viewers and more impressions. Is this a myth, or like what is this? Like lots of people talk about the specific timing. They say that you should post on 1:07 a.m. or 1:08 p.m. There are lots of like times that people talk about in YouTube channels, in multiple blogs, that this helps the LinkedIn algorithm to push our posts. So is this a myth? Like, what do you say, Pa?
Partly. Okay. Good writing, which I help people to do, will take off at any time. Okay. Good writing. And also, where are your audience? If you're aiming to sell to people in America, then you might post at a time when you know they're getting up and having the breakfast. So it's different for everyone. The other thing is that if you are aiming for your own kind of, say your own time zone, all right. If you post at between about 7:30 and 8:30 in the morning, imagine, so people are just getting into work, okay, and I'll just, oh, wake up, oh, just get my coffee, I'll just kind of scroll LinkedIn while I wake up, okay? So you might hit that. And then your post will still be there at lunchtime when they are eating the sandwich and just scrolling about on LinkedIn, and again in the evening. But make no mistake, what I have found, and several of my contemporaries, is that when you post at weekends, you tend to get a lot of interaction from levels like CEO. Isn't that odd? Maybe that's the only time they've got to scroll. So, I mean, I have thrown a post on to LinkedIn on a Sunday afternoon because I thought this will interest people. And it came to me and I thought, I'll just put it out there right now, middle of a Sunday afternoon, 46,000 impressions.
Got it.
It was just good content.
The content should be great. If your content is great, then like you don't have to care about the timing. You have to just put the full focus on your content creation, and definitely your LinkedIn post will be boomed and you will get lots of views and followers. So yeah, that's a good point. And Pam, we want to know more things about you, that if we are a new person in LinkedIn profile, and if there are lots of people who are watching this podcast, if they are new into the LinkedIn feed, but if they want to grow in the LinkedIn industry, then what's the thing is that there are lots of communities, there are lots of networking groups where people can join and network with lots of people who can engage with their profile, who can help us to like grow their LinkedIn profile. But as a beginner, as a newbie, how we can connect with lots of communities, how we can be a part of lots of networking communities.
Yeah. Okay. So be careful. If you have just set up your profile and you don't have many connections, people are suspicious of accepting connection requests from people who don't have many connections. So please start connecting with people you know first, people within your family, your friends, your networking groups, etc. People who really know you, to build up that way. Then when you get an incoming connection request, oh my word, I've met all sorts of people over the years. So I've met people who say, I don't connect with people I don't know. So be aware of that. There are people who will accept your connection request if you personalize connections.
Yeah.
There are also people who will say, if you personalize it, I will not connect with you because I know you're just going to hit me up with a cold sales pitch, which is horrible. It's a horrible thing to do. But when you do get a connection request, no matter what, I would accept it because it builds your network. And even if someone in another country sends you a connection request, you're not the only person in your country that they will send a connection request to. And then when you accept, all of their connections become your second degree. And amongst them, maybe your target market. And all of their connections become your third degree connections. There's only two people between you and them. So why not build your network? So when you then start to use the filters to find your target market, you're going to get better results. You're going to get more people. So I would accept everything. Yes, people will spam you. Just ignore them. Archive their message. People using automated tools against LinkedIn rules, by the way. And if LinkedIn find out that you're using an automation tool, you will lose your account. You won't get it back.
Yeah.
But and don't send out more than 100 connection requests a week, because you'll lose your account for doing that as well.
How many connections we should send on the daily basis?
It doesn't really matter, as long as you don't go over 100 a week and don't go too fast. I think that, you know, when you've got incoming connections, accept them. When they are outgoing, that's when you need to live a little bit more fussy. Does this person, are they a particular target market, or are they a synergy connection? So are they in a good place to pass me business? Okay, so if I am selling IT support, it would be good to connect up with data cablers, because we have some synergy of business, and we'll be targeting the same audience. So use the filters to find the right people.
Exactly. So guys, if you want to connect with Palm Ma'am, so you will get the link in the description. You can directly go there and follow Palm Ma'am, and you can learn lots of things about LinkedIn, how we should post on LinkedIn, how we can grow our LinkedIn profile, and lots of stuff. So go and follow Palm Ma'am right now. So ma'am, you have talked about lots of things, and you have talked about first level connections, second level, and third level. But there are lots of viewers who are confused in this thing, that what is first level connection, what is second level connection. So can you please brief this and tell the viewers that what exactly is the first level and second and third level connections?
Okay, so you and I are connected to each other on LinkedIn, yeah? So that means we are first degree. We know each other. If you are connected to somebody called Joe Blogs, but I'm not, then there is one person between me and Joe Blogs, and that's you. He is my second degree.
Okay.
And then if Joe Blogs is connected to somebody called Shirley Temple, but you're not and I'm not, then there are two people between me and Shirley. So she becomes my
third
degree.
level connection.
You see?
Wow,
a
that's
lot of
amazing.
People struggle with that. It's amazing, you know.
And if there is fourth and fifth degree, that is not in the part of LinkedIn.
It's what LinkedIn calls third plus, or out of your network. They're not quite as easily reachable and connectable. So
yeah, amazing. So as a LinkedIn users, there are lots of times where LinkedIn promoted their premium version, that you can buy our premium version and you will get lots of benefits there. And there is also one thing that is Sales Navigator. So can you please tell us more about the premium version of LinkedIn? What are the benefits we will get in the premium version? And should we buy that or not?
okay. Ever bought a gym membership and not used it?
Yeah.
Some people can buy a gym membership and then they walk in and there's all this amazing equipment and they don't know how to use it. So it's a waste of money. So what I say to people is, don't buy a premium version until you really, really know what you're doing with the free version. It's just a waste of money.
Exactly.
And the basic premium, it just gives you more searches. And it allows you to see more people who have viewed your profile. And what I always say is, what are you going to do with that? Useless piece of information. So I would save you money on that, and I would go straight for Sales Navigator if these are the extra benefits. I don't like the fact that it's called Sales Navigator because it doesn't help you sell anything. It only helps you to do what you do on the free version a little bit more efficiently. So there's an extra filter, which is you can filter out inactive accounts when you're looking for your target market. That's helpful. Yeah. Also, you can search by the size of company. That means the number of employees they have. So if you're looking for big companies, that's a useful filter. If you're not, it's useless. The other thing is that it allows you to save people as a lead. Hey, a lead is someone who has expressed interest in what you're selling. Yeah? It's a hot lead. It's a lead.
It's a lead.
This is bad wording by LinkedIn. They're not a lead, they're a target. If you want to save your money on Sales Navigator, you set yourself up a spreadsheet and you save people in that instead. It's doing that job for you. It's like a little CRM on it. That's it. And it just gives you can go straight to that feed and see which of your leads has posted. Well, you know what you can do? Once you've connected with those people, those target customers, go and hit the bell on their profile and you will get a notification every time they post. Anyway. So you have to really need those extra filters to justify spending the money on Sales Navigator.
Okay. Have you tried Sales Navigator or the premium version? Have you bought that?
I don't have it. I win so much business through LinkedIn, and I teach so many other people to win business through LinkedIn. The free version, I don't need it. So it's up to you. If I was targeting huge companies and I needed to know what size they were, then I might say, yeah, okay. But I don't.
Amazing. That's amazing. So today we have learned lots of things about LinkedIn, that how we can grow the LinkedIn profile, what is third level connection, second level, and everything. I think we have covered in the LinkedIn things, and it's a very wonderful podcast. I have learned lots of things from you and the viewers who are watching this video. If you want to give them any suggestions from your end that what they should do as a beginner, you can give them a roadmap or a blueprint. So you can please tell them your advice.
Make sure you optimize your profile so that it is about your customers and that you look friendly and approachable and knowledgeable. Accept all incoming connection requests to grow your network. Use the filters to find the right people. Don't spam anyone. Please don't spam anybody. If you want network, go and comment on the posts of your target market a few times and build up a relationship with them, because everyone talks about the LinkedIn algorithm, but nobody can replicate the human algorithm. Be very human. And you will know when you've built up enough relationship with them to say, can we get a coffee? This is a much nicer way of doing business through LinkedIn. Give value, change your posts around. There are 13 different styles of posts to learn. Don't keep doing the same one all the time because you'll get audience fatigue. Don't be a corporate machine. Take your corporate hat off and speak from the heart. Let people know who you are. People do business with people that they get to like. Okay? So talk about a variety of subjects, talk with the audience, ask them their opinion, ask questions, chat, and do not get hung up on the number of impressions. You could write something very, very controversial that people don't like and get a number of impressions, thousands, but for the wrong reasons. Yes, the number of impressions count because a percentage of them will visit your profile, connect with you, become your client. And even 90% of nothing is nothing. But look more at the amount of comments you get on your posts and the amount of profile views. They're the better metrics. Remember that an impression means it's been shown to somebody. It does not mean they've opened it and read it. You have to get people to open your post, read it, and leave a comment for LinkedIn to think this is valuable enough to show to more people. And don't think that relying on an engagement pod is the answer, because it's going to go round and round in circles.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. And thank you so much for giving lots of valuable content to our viewers. And one more thing we want to know, that is AI. As you know that nowadays AI is at the trend of everywhere, like at Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, everywhere there is ChatGPT, AIs, copy.ai, and lots of AI tools. So we want to know that after this AI version, and now this is the only first stage of AI. Slowly and slowly, AI will go to the next level, and there are lots of things that AI can do for the humans. And as you know that ChatGPT is also launching their paid version, where they will charge people and give them more better services, more better content, and lots of things. So after this AI version, after ChatGPT and all those things, does the business affected? Does the content writing game effective got harmed? And how we can write better content than AI?
Okay, as it stands at the moment, go back to what I said earlier, no one can replicate the human algorithm and who we really are. So I've had a look at a couple of versions of them. Now, I think at the moment they've got their place, because you can say, hey, write me a post about this particular subject, write me, okay? And to a certain extent, you can then tweak that. However, it's going to be a factual piece, and it's not going to be talking with people. And it's not going to be geared for your particular target audience and the way they talk, and what they want to hear, etc. Right? Now, I have taught copywriters from all over the world who are great copywriters, but they don't understand there's a certain structure of way of writing for LinkedIn. Okay? It's not just any ordinary copywriting, and it's for your. So what I do with my clients, for example, we look at who are your target market, what will draw them in, what do they want to hear, etc. So I don't really think, I mean, a lot of the stuff that we have to write on LinkedIn, because we have to let people know who we are. So we have to draw on our own experiences, our own path. It's our thoughts, our opinions. How can AI replicate what I think, what I feel, what happened in my past? And this is how we make the bonds, the human bonds that bring us business. And I don't think, I can't never say never, but I don't think at this moment AI can do that. So use it to generate ideas, but please put your own personality into them. And anyway, you have to be there to network with the people who comment on your posts. You've got to be there, and you've got to keep the conversation going. And so nope, I'd rather write my own stuff. Thank you. It's me. And nothing is going to replicate me out there in a networking world.
Exactly, that's the point. And each and every humans have a different story, different struggles in their life. There are lots of things, but AI cannot write all those things for us. And exactly, AI is a helpful tool where people can use it as a help. And if you are totally dependent of AI, if you are totally dependent on AI, then it's very difficult for you to grow in this industry, because AI is very common for all the people. If you can write content with AI, there are lots of people, they can write content with AI. How you will differentiate from the other people? If you want to differentiate from the crowd, you have to do something by your own, because the chat gpt is not for you, it's for the whole world. People from all around the world are using this tool. You have to differentiate from everyone. So guys, use your own brain, use your own mind, and become a good LinkedIn creator. And we hope that you grow on your LinkedIn profile. And thank you so much for watching this podcast. And I am very happy that Pam ma'am, you have given us such a great valuable content and your valuable time. It's a very big thing for us. Thank you so much once again.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure this morning to be this morning. It's not the morning where you are, is it? But it's been an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me along.
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much guys for watching this video. And let's see you in the another video. And make sure to like this video, and make sure to drop your valuable comment that you have learned from this video, and subscribe our channel to grow more, subscribe our channel to watch more and more valuable content like this. Thank you. Thank you, Pam ma'am.
Thank you.